Hello everyone. So this is our question session one for subject refrigeration and air conditioning RSE. Okay. So in question session one, we will discuss our basic concepts. Questions on basic concepts. So in basic concepts, our lecture, we have first seen what is definition of refrigeration of refrigeration. Second point, what we have seen is what is the unit of refrigeration. Okay. Or you can also say it like rating of refrigeration. Okay. Next we have seen definition of 1 TR, and we have okay, what next we have studied heat engine, refrigeration, and your heat pump. Okay. So I will mention some formulas, important formulas. So we know that 1 TR is equal to 3.516 kilowatt. Okay. We can also say 1 TR is equal to 211 kilojoule per minute. Okay. So this is the definition. This is our 1 TR value. Okay. Next, in case of our heat engine, refrigeration, and heat pump, we have seen the efficiency formulas. So efficiency is written as 1 minus T2 by T1, and this is for heat engine, of course, and is equal to 1 minus Q2 by Q1. Okay. And this is equal to W upon Q1. Okay. And if we talk about COP of refrigeration, COP of refrigeration is given as Q2 upon W. Q2 upon W is equal to Q2 upon Q1 minus Q2 is equal to T2 upon T1 minus T2. Okay. If we talk about COP of heat pump, it is defined as Q1 upon W, Q1 upon Q1 minus Q2 is equal to T1 upon T1 minus T2. Okay. Now there is one more. If we talk about relation between these three, so we can write COP of heat pump is equal to 1 plus COP of refrigeration is equal to 1 upon efficiency of heat engine. Okay. So these are the important formulas, and we will be solving our questions in this chapter, this session, using these formulas only. Okay. So now we will move into our question number. So let's say our question number one. This is our question number one. It is mentioned that a domestic refrigerator set at 2 degrees Celsius handles average thermal load of. Okay. So first we will draw our refrigeration cycle. Okay. So this is our. So we know that refrigeration, our higher temperature surrounding ambient. Okay. So this is our ambient. We can call it T1. Okay. Now this refrigeration is subcooling space. Okay. It is mentioned that domestic refrigerator at 2 degrees Celsius. So we know that our T2 value is equal to 275 Kelvin. Okay. On average, the thermal load of itne kilojoule. Okay. So thermal load. So this value of Q2 is given as 8000 kilojoule per day. Okay. So we can write it as is equal to so we can, after solving this, we will get this value in our kilowatt. Okay. Now what else is given? The ambient temperature 30 degrees Celsius, so T1 is equal to 303 Kelvin. Okay. What else? The COP of refrigerator is given as. Okay. So of course there is some work input. Okay. And this heat will be Q1. Now it is given that COP is equal to 1.5 times of COP Carnot, and this can be written is equal to 1.5 times of Carnot. So is written as TL, or we can write it T2 upon T1 minus T2. Okay. Sorry, not 1.5, it is 0.15. 0.15. Okay, from here we will get our COP is equal to, after substitute value T2 and T1 minus T2. So let's calculate it. So we will be using gate calculator. Okay, so our value of 2T is 275 divided by T1 minus T2. T1 is 303 minus 275. Okay, so this is equal to this and multiply by 0.15. Okay, so we get our COP is equal to 1.473. Okay, now what else we have to calculate? Value of Q2. Okay, so our value of Q2 will be 8000 divided by 24 divided by 3600. Okay, so this value is equal to 0.0926 kilowatt. Okay, so what else is mentioned here? We have to calculate the electricity consumption in kilowatt hour. Okay, so we know that COP is equal to, so this is question number 1. COP is equal to desired effect here is our Q2. Okay, upon input is work. From value of work done is equal to, if we calculate Q2, this value of Q2 0.0926 divided by the work done, divided by COP. So we will get value of work done is equal to 0.0629 kilowatt. Okay, now the answer is what asked in kilowatt hours. Okay, so we have to multiply it by R. Okay, so the work done value will be, and it is asked the daily electric consumption. Okay, so we have to multiply 0.0629 into 24 hours. 1 day is equal to 24 hours. So this term will be our in kilowatt hour. Okay, so if we calculate 0.0629 into 24, we will get 1.51. Okay, nearly 1.51 kilowatt hour. Okay, so option B is correct here. Okay, now we will be moving to next question. So this is our question number 2. In a system shown in the figure, the temperature T is equal to what temperature? Okay, so this T is equal to 300 Kelvin. Okay, now it is mentioned when the thermodynamic efficiency eta E of the engine E equals to reciprocal of the COP. Okay, so it is mentioned that eta E is equal to 1 upon COP of refrigerator R. Okay, so from here we can, if we write both equations. Okay, so it is asked at Rx. So let's substitute the value of efficiency of engine will be given by TL, that is 300 TL upon TH minus TL, 600 minus 300. Okay, is equal to 1 upon COP of R. Now COP is desired effect. We don't know this R is refrigerator or our heat engine, heat pump. Okay, so we will, let's say that we will write desired effect as it is. Let's say write it as Q. Okay, Q upon input is our difference of water temperature. Okay, 300 minus 150. So from here we will get 300 upon 301. This term will be 1 upon okay, and this 150, when we will like solve this, so we will get 150 upon Q. So we get Q is equal to 150, or we can write here T or T dash, because in Carnot we write in temperature. Okay, so we don't know which temperature should come here. Okay, so I just casually mention it T dash. Okay, so now from here I can see that T dash comes out to be 150 Kelvin. Okay, and this T dash value is equal to this lower temperatures. Okay, so in the lower temperature is considered in the case of our refrigeration. Okay, so when R acts as a refrigerator, this case will be valid. Okay, I think you understood this question well. Okay, now we will be moving to question number 3. The two Carnot refrigerators are employed on, one for ice making and other for comfort cooling. Okay, so it is mentioned that COP of 1 for comfort cooling. Okay, so okay, let me write the equation first. So we know that this is our equation for refrigeration COP. Okay, now if we talk about, let's talk about case of refrigeration. Okay, and then we will talk about air conditioning. Okay, So in case of refrigeration, our TL is very low. Okay, our lower temperature is like at -2, 2 degrees Celsius, 0 degrees Celsius. Okay, so this TL value is very less, and TH value is equal to ambient. Now if we talk about AC, then let's say in the air conditioning working in a room, so we can say that TL is equal to, let's say you generally like operated at 20 degrees Celsius or 18 degrees Celsius. Okay, or 18 degrees Celsius at max, it is minimum to 16 degrees Celsius. Okay, and TH is still ambient. Okay, so you see here that this number is very small and this gap difference is very large. If we talk about, okay, sorry, so if we talk about refrigeration, this number will be, TL will be very small, and this TH minus TL, since TH is constant, so TL will be very small and this term will be very large, and so overall refrigerator efficiency will be less. Okay, COP will be less. Okay, I hope this is feeding you. Okay, and in case of refrigeration, if we talk about refrigerator, so we can say that this TL value is more than, at least more than that of refrigeration. Okay, so this value will be small and this whole value will be larger compared to refrigeration cycle. Okay, so we can say that COP of refrigeration is lower than, so we can write that option B is correct. COP of refrigerator for ice making is lower than that of other, and other is comfort cooling. Okay, now if we move to next question, question number 5. It is mentioned that Carnot refrigerator work with the temperature range of, so we have been given with TL value, let's say question number 4, we have been given TL value is equal to -5 degrees Celsius, that is 268 Kelvin. Okay, or we can directly tell it's 2. Okay, now we can write T1 is equal to 40 degrees Celsius is 313 Kelvin. Okay, on R12 and R717. Okay, and third is air, so we have to calculate what is COP. Okay, now it is mentioned here that this is the Carnot refrigerator. Okay, so in case of Carnot, or we can write for Carnot, COP is equal to T2 upon T1 minus T2 if we talk about refrigerator. Okay, refrigerator is equal to this. Okay, and since it is independent of the fluid, we can say that all COP for all the cycles, all the refrigerants will be same. Okay, COP of R12 greater than COP is equal to that of COP of this. Okay, and COP of R7. Okay, now now the difference here will be that of air. So air conditioning, if it we will study in next chapter. Okay, so R12 and R17 independent of the refrigerant, the COP value will be same for both. Okay, and this is question number 5. Our temperature T1 was given as 313 Kelvin. Okay, and we have given the value of T1 is equal to 40 degrees Celsius, so 313 Kelvin. T2 is equal to 20 degrees Celsius, 293 Kelvin. Okay, it is mentioned that the capacity of refrigeration is 10 TR. Okay, so this 10 TR is our refrigeration capacity. Okay, refrigeration capacity we can calculate, we can convert it into rate of heat. Okay, so this Q2 can be calculated using RC. So RC is equal to Q2 is equal to RC into 3.5167, because this is in TR. Okay, we have converted into kilowatt. This turns out to be 35.167 kilowatt. Okay, now we have been given that the cycle is reversed. Okay, reversed Carnot. So if we reverse Carnot, we write COP is equal to T2 upon T1 minus T2, and that is desired effect, that is here Q2. Okay, upon work input. Okay, now using this we can calculate that our value of W is equal to Q2 by COP. Okay, so we will use this equation here. We calculate the COP using this equation, and if we substitute the value of Q2, we can get W equal to 2.4 kilowatt. Okay, now it is asked what is the heat rejected from the system. Okay, so heat rejected from the system is our Q1. Okay, so we can get Q1 is equal to Q2 plus W, so this turns out to be 37.57. Okay, so our 7.4 is the nearest option. So this is our correct answer. Okay, now we will move to next question. Now if we see question number 6, it is mentioned that a condenser of a refrigeration system rejects heat at the rate of 120 kilowatt when while its compressor consumes the power of 30 kilowatt. The coefficient of performance of the system would be. Okay, so it is given. Let me solve it here. Question number 6. So let's say this is our system. Okay, or we can directly write it like this. Okay, it is mentioned that condenser of a refrigeration system rejects heat at the rate of 120. So in our case of refrigeration system, our condenser is represented by heat Q1. Okay, so Q1 is a heat rejected to surrounding. It is done with respect to with the help of condenser. Okay, so Q1 is given as 120 kilowatt. Okay, and it is mentioned compressor consumes the power of 30 kilowatt. Now it is asked the coefficient of performance of the system would be. So COP, we know that COP for refrigeration is given by Q2 upon W. Now Q2 is equal to Q1 minus W upon W. Okay, so we can write it as Q1 120 by 30 minus 1 is equal to 1.33. Okay, we get the answer. Or 1 by 3, simply write it as. Sorry, this would come out to be 3 4s are 12 and this will be 3. Okay, so COP is coming to be 3. So option C is correct. Okay, now if we move to question number 7, it is mentioned that the working temperature of the in an evaporator and condenser coil of refrigerator are 30 minus 30 and 32 respectively. The actual refrigerator had COP of 0.75 of the maximum. Okay, so we have given that T1 is equal to, question number 7, T1 is equal to 32 degrees Celsius is given by 273 335 315. Okay, 273 plus 32. Okay, this Kelvin, and even given T2 is equal to minus 30 to 243 Kelvin. Okay, now it is mentioned that if the actual refrigerator has COP is equal to 0.75 of COP maximum, so we can calculate what is next, the required power input to the refrigeration effect of Q2. Okay, so we have been asked what should be the power input to get our refrigeration effect, that is Q2 is equal to 5 kilowatt. Okay, I hope you understood this question first. Okay, what is asked, what is given. Okay, so we can write COP is equal to 0.75 into COP maximum is our Carnot efficiency. Okay, that is T2 upon T1 minus T2. Okay, so from here we can write COP is equal to, now T1 minus T2 if we do, so we will get 315 minus 243. Okay, inverse into T2 is 243. So this is our T2, this is our Carnot COP. Okay, 3.375. if you multiply it by 0.75, we will get our actual COP, that is 2.53. Okay, now if we use this COP, so we write COP is equal to desired effect our Q2 here. Okay, upon heat input upon work done. Okay, energy input. Okay, so if we use this value, so we will get work done is equal to Q2 upon 2.53. Okay, so we will inverse this term and multiply it by 5, so we get value of 1.98 kilowatt. Okay, okay, sorry, there is a mistake here. 32 Kelvin is degree Celsius is 305 Kelvin. Okay, so our value of COP will change accordingly. So let me calculate it again. Okay, so COP maximum given T2 upon T1 minus T2. T2 is 243. Okay, 243 divided by T1 minus T2 is equal to 62. Okay, 3.375. 91, this is COP maximum, multiplied by 0.75, this is our actual COP, that is 2.939, or we can directly write 2.94. okay, so here it is also 2.94. now if we multiply it by 5, we will get value is equal to 1.7 kilowatt. okay, so our our option A is correct. okay, now if we move to next question, question number 8. So question number 8, it mentioned that a ton capacity water cooler, a ton capacity, so we know that Q2 is equal to 1 TR. okay, 1 TR. okay, water cooler steadily from 35 degrees Celsius to 20 degrees Celsius. okay, so value of T1 is equal to 35 degrees Celsius, that is our 308 Kelvin. okay, and T2 is equal to 20, so 293 Kelvin. okay, now it is mentioned that the specific heat of water is given by this, the water flow rate will be, okay, so it is mentioned that okay, so these are not the like surrounding ambient and the refrigerant temperature. This is mentioned that water steadily from, okay, so like in a system water cooler, water is entering with some mass flow rate m dot. okay, and it is given that it initial temperature T1 is equal to 35 degrees Celsius, and its exit at T2 is equal to 20 degrees Celsius. okay, and at the same mass flow rate, of course. okay, and it is mentioned that 1 ton capacity cooling capacity is, so it has capacity of 1 TR. okay, so we can say that 1 TR is, since we know that 1 TR is 3.5167 kilowatt. okay, so we can say that this Q2 is equal to m dot C delta T. okay, or delta T, we can write it like a small t. So Q2 is equal to 3.5167 is equal to m dot, we have to find C, we have to given as 4.18 into delta T is from 35 to 20, so this is 15. okay, C1 minus T1 minus T2 is 15, so we can calculate value of m dot as m dot comes out to be 3.5167 divided by 4.18 divided by 15. okay, so we get the value of m dot is equal to 0.056 this kg per second. okay, now we know that volume can be written in terms of mass. If we write mass flow rate upon density, we can like mass is kg per second and density is kg per meter cube, so we can get value of 0.056 into 10 to the power minus 3. water density is 1000. okay, this meter cube per second. Now what else we know, we have to calculate it in terms of so we know that 1 liter is equal to or 1 meter cube is 1000 liter. okay, so 1 liter is equal to minus 10 to the power minus 3 meter cube. okay, so we can write it as 0.056 liter per second. Now since we have to find in terms of our R, it is mentioned in terms of R, so we multiply it by 3600. okay, so we get value is equal to V is equal to 201.9 liter per hour. okay, so our nearest option is C. okay, so I hope you understood this solution. We will move into question number 9. okay, so question number 9, it is mentioned that a Carnot refrigerator requires 1.5 kilowatt ton of refrigeration to maintain a region at temperature T is equal to minus 30 degrees Celsius. okay, so requires itni amount of refrigeration. It is mentioned that the Carnot refrigerator requires 1.5 kilowatt ton of okay, so this should be requires this should be our work done. So work done given as 1.5 kilowatt per ton. Okay, so we can per ton. Okay, so per ton is of refrigeration. Okay, so this is given like this, ton of refrigeration. Okay, I hope this you get this point. Okay, so Carnot refrigerator requires 1.5 kilowatt per ton of refrigeration to maintain the resonant temperature of minus 30 degrees Celsius, the COP of Carnot refrigerator. Okay, so we know that is COP. So what does this term represent? This term represent that it is given as work upon refrigeration capacity. Okay, or Q2. Okay, now we know that our COP is written in derived effect, that is our Q2 upon input W. So we can directly like reverse this and we will get the answer. Okay, so 1 upon 1.5 if we do. Okay, and one more thing, this is so this will be our ton of refrigeration upon kilowatt. Now we have to like maintain the both units same. Okay, so make the same unit same, so we can write 3.5167 divided by 1.5. Both are now kilowatt, so kilowatt will cancel kilowatt and the COP is unitless. Okay, now we will solve 3.5167 divided by 1.5, so we get value to be 2.314. COP is equal to 2.344. okay, so we answer B is correct. Okay, now we will move to next question. So this is our question number 10. It is mentioned that for a refrigerator based on reversed Carnot cycle works in between two such temperatures, that is the ratio of the low to high temperature is 0.1. So it is given that T2 by T1 is equal to 0.8. The heat pump is operated between same temperature range. Then what should be COP? Okay, so in case of COP of heat pump, if we talk about COP of heat pump, we can say that in Carnot form it is T1 upon T1 minus T2. We can write it as 1 upon 1 minus T2 by T1, and this will be 1 upon 1 minus 0.8. This will be 1 by 0.2. So we get COP is equal to 5. Okay, option D is correct. Okay, now moving to next question. Question number 11. In the figure below, E is a engine and R is a refrigerator. Okay, so efficiency of the engine is given as 0.4 and R is the refrigerator, given that Q2 plus Q3, Q2 plus Q4 is equal to 3Q1, the COP of refrigerator. Okay, so what we have to do, like first write efficiency. Efficiency can be written as desired effect is W is our Q1 minus Q2. Okay, or I can directly write it W. Okay, W upon, or I can write it as 1 minus Q2 by Q1. Okay, so this is our efficiency. Okay, now if I talk about our COP of a refrigerator, we can write it as refrigerator is given by Q4 upon Q3 minus Q4. Okay, and this value can be written as 1 upon Q3 by Q4 minus 1, or we can first let's write it like this only. Okay, and we will see what next we have to do. Now it is given that Q2 plus Q4 is equal to 3Q1. Okay, so we know. Okay, so we can write that Q3 is equal to Q4 plus W, and this W is equal to, that is Q4 minus plus W is Q1 minus Q2. Okay, so Q3 is equal to 4 times Q4 plus Q1 minus Q2. Okay, so from here what else it is given that Q2 plus Q4 is equal to 3Q1 first. From here we can calculate value of Q2 by Q1 is equal to 0.6. Okay, so we know that Q2 is equal to 0.6 times of, or you can write here Q2 is equal to 0.6 times of Q1. Okay, so this is our first we get the relation between Q1 and Q2 and Q1. Okay, so we can write it as further as Q3 is equal to Q4 plus Q1 minus Q2. If we want to do like, you can put a substitute value of Q2 is equal to 0.6 Q1, so we get Q4 minus 0.4 times of Q1. Okay, now what else we can do, like we have been given the value of Q3 and Q4. Okay, and one more equation we have been given the question, and that equation is, or before that we can see that if we substitute the value of in this equation, so this is our equation number 2, this is our equation number 2. Okay, this is equation number 1, 2, and let's find one more equation. Okay, so we will do this later. So using the equation given, Q2 plus Q4 is equal to 3Q1, we can find that Q4 is equal to 3 times of Q1 minus Q2, and we know that Q2 is equal to 0.6 times of Q1, so we get Q4 is equal to 2.4 times of Q1. Okay, this is our relation 3. Okay, now if we use both relations, so let's say use this COP is equal to COP of refrigerator is equal to Q4 upon here it is written Q3 minus Q4, so Q3 minus Q4 we can get is minus 0.4 Q1. Okay, now it is above it is Q4 is 2.4 times of Q1. Is one mistake here, sorry about that. So Q1 minus Q2 will be 1 minus 0.6, that will be plus 0.4. Okay, so here we will get plus 0.4. Now this is 0.4 Q1 and Q2 will, so answer will come out to be 2.4 by 4, so answer is 6. Okay, so option C is correct. Okay, so I hope you understood this question well. Now we will be moving to our next question, that is question number 12. Okay, so in question number 12 it is given that which of the following is figure correctly represent the Carnot refrigeration cycle. Okay, although I haven't told you in this in the past lecture in thermodynamics lecture series, I have told you that on PV diagram our Carnot cycle is the Carnot cycle. What does it consist of? It consists of 2 adiabatics and 2 isothermals. Okay, 2 isothermals and 2 adiabatic. Okay, now here like the on PV diagram both adiabatic and isotherms are our curve. Okay, so these both are not possible. Only in case of TS diagram does both are straight line. Okay, now if we want to see which one is correct, so our Carnot refrigeration cycle it is us. So Carnot refrigeration cycle is our heat absorbing cycle. Okay, so using the right hand thumb rule we can say that here this is our refrigeration cycle. Okay, so option D is correct. Okay, now and there heat this is our Carnot engine. Okay, Carnot heat engine, Carnot refrigeration. Okay, so moving to next question. Okay, now so question number 13 and 14 are our assertion and reason question. So it is mentioned that in question number 13, although a heat pump is a refrigerating system, the coefficient of performance differs when it operating on the heating cycle. Yes, it does differs. Okay, we know that COP of heat pump is given by 1 plus COP of refrigeration, so it does differ. Okay, and reason given it is a condenser. It is a condenser heat that is useful instead of refrigeration. Of course, this is correct. Okay, because in case of COP of heat pump we take the higher temperature. Okay, like TH upon TH minus TL is equal to 1 plus, and in case of COP we take TL. Okay, TH minus TL. Now if we like solve this, so we will get TH upon same equation. Okay, so this happens because this is the reason. Okay, so we can say that for this answer option A is correct. Okay, assertion and are individually true and R is correct explanation of A. Next, moving to question number 14, it is mentioned that the COP of air conditioning plant is lower than that of ice plant. Of course not. We have seen in the previous question that COP of our ice plant is less than that of the your air conditioning plant. Okay, so we directly from this option we can say that A is false and R is true. Okay, option number D. Okay, now we'll move into next question. Question number 15. So in question number 15, it is mentioned that in a certain ideal refrigeration cycle, the COP of the refrigerator is 3. Okay, so COP is equal to 3. The cycle under ideal condition running as a heat engine. Okay, so it is given that COP of heat pump here. Okay, COP of heat pump is equal to, refrigeration is equal to 3. Okay, now it is mentioned that cycle under ideal condition as a heat engine. So we have been asked eta efficiency, eta of heat engine will be what? So we know that COP of heat pump is equal to COP of refrigeration is equal to 1 upon eta heat engine. Okay, so we can here 1 plus COP of refrigeration. Okay, 1 plus COP of refrigeration. Okay, so we can write 1 plus 3 is equal to 1 plus eta E. So we can write eta HE or eta HE is equal to 1 by 4 is equal to 0.25 is equal to 25%. Okay, now moving to next question, question number 16. It is mentioned that a heat pump is used to heat a house in a winter and reserved to cool a house in a summer. Okay, the inside temperature of house is maintained at 23 degrees Celsius. The heat transfer through the house wall is 7.9 kilojoule per second, and the outside temperature in the winter is 5 degrees. The minimum power required to drive the heat pump. Okay, so it is mentioned that T1 is equal to 20 degrees Celsius, that is 293 Kelvin. T2 is equal to 5 degrees Celsius, that is 278 Kelvin. Okay, and one more thing is given, that the heat transfer through the house wall. Okay, so we know that this is, so like say this is our room. Okay, and our room to be maintained at T1, outside temperature at T2. Okay, and we have been given that this amount of heat amount Q is our exiting from the house continuously. Okay, so if we like attach a heat pump to the room, so we have to supply the same amount of heat here also. Okay, only then can we be it be maintained, okay, at the same temperature. Okay, I hope you understood this point. Okay, so we have been given that value of Q1 is equal to 7.9 kilowatt. Okay, now asked what is the minimum power required to drive the heat pump. Okay, so power required is minimum when our engine is reversible or Carnot, to be to the main point, to the like when our engine is working on Carnot cycle, only then will our power required will be minimum. Okay, so we can write COP of heat pump is equal to TH, that is T1 upon T1 minus T2 is equal to, and our desired factor is Q1 by W. So we can write T1 is given as 293 divided by T1 minus T2 can be written as 15. Okay, is equal to Q1 is given as 7.9 divided by W. So if we solve this, we get 293 divided by 15. Okay, and this term divided by 7.9 is our 1 by W. So W is 0.4. kilowatt. Okay, this is our answer. Okay, now if this is our next question, question number 17. So it is mentioned that refrigerator storage is supplied with 3600 kg of fish at a temperature of 27 degrees Celsius. The fish has to be cooled too. So first let's draw our refrigeration. So this is our T1, that is outside temperature. Okay, and and this is our refrigerator, and then this is our storage tank. Okay, now it is mentioned that inside the storage, and we will be supplying some amount of W work, it is absorbing heat Q2 from here and rejecting it as temperature T1. Okay, now it is mentioned that the refrigerator supplied with we have supplied it, we supplied it 3600 kg of fish. M is equal to 3600, where the temperature T1 is equal to 27 degrees Celsius, T2 is equal to minus 23 degrees Celsius. Has to be cooled to for preserving it for long period without deterioration. The cooling takes place in 10 hours. Okay, and time taken is delta tau is equal to 10 hours. Okay, the specific heat of fish is, okay, so specific heat of fish is given, C of fish is equal to 2 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. Okay, now next point, above the freezing point of the fish, and okay, so this is our above the freezing point. Okay, so this is above the freezing point, CP or C of fish above freezing point, above freezing point is equal to 2, and C of fish below freezing point is given as 0.5. Both are in kilojoule per kg Kelvin. Okay, now which is okay, and the freezing point is temperature of freezing is equal to minus 3 degrees Celsius. Okay, the latent heat of freezing is, okay, so latent heat of freezing is given is this. Okay, L is equal to L of fish. Okay, sure, L of fish equal to 320 kilojoule per kg. Okay, what is the power to drive the plant if the actual COP is half that? So it is given that COP actual is equal to half that of COP ideal. Okay, so let's calculate the COP first. So half times of, okay, and one more thing, that the fish is supplied at 27 degrees Celsius, it means that our ambient temperature is at 27 degrees Celsius. Okay, and 27 degrees Celsius can be given as at plus 273 is given as 300 Kelvin. Okay, and one more thing, a value of T2 is maintained to be at minus 23 degrees Celsius. Okay, so 273 minus 23 is 250 Kelvin. Okay, I hope you understand this point. Okay, now we have to like calculate COP. COP will is for refrigeration is written as T2 upon T1 minus T2, and this value we will get COP is equal to, so T2 is our 250 and 250 divided by 50 is equal to 5 by 2, so this answer to be 2.5. so this is our actual COP. Okay, now if we talk about work, so we can write COP is equal to desired effect is Q2 upon W. So we know COP, we know we have to find W. Okay, so and we have to calculate the value of Q2. Okay, so Q2 is the heat supplied. Okay, so how much heat is added to our space? Okay, so how much heat is added, let's see, I am writing it here. Q2 is equal to, so fish is supplied at 23 degrees Celsius, so a mass of fish into C of fish for greater than freezing point, initially it was not at freezing point. Okay, into delta T. Delta T is our final temperature. Final temperature is minus 3 degrees Celsius minus initial temperature, or we can write that what is temperature difference. Okay, T initially our initial temperature was our 27 degrees Celsius. Okay, minus final temperature is minus 3 degrees Celsius. Okay, so this heat plus M of fish into latent heat of fish. Okay, we can write it as like T1 minus TF. Okay, plus M times of C of fish if for less than freezing point, it has already frozen. Okay, and the value is TF minus T2. Okay, so if we want to calculate this value, we can write it as Q2 is equal to mass of fish is given as 3600 into, we can write C of fish more than freezing point is 2 into T1 minus TF. T1 is 27, TF is minus is, so this term will be 30 plus m into L fish is given 320 plus CP fish less than freezing point is given 0.5 into our TF minus T2. TF is minus 3 minus T2 is minus 23, so the value will be 19 sorry 20. This is 23 na, 23 and minus 23 and minus 3, the difference will be 20. So on solving this we will get, so let's solve this. 60 plus 320 plus this is our 10. Okay, so we get this into 3600 is equal to, so this is our in Q2 is equal to 1404 into 10 to the power 3 kilojoule. Okay, so this amount of heat is added to the system. Okay, now it is added in time, so in time 10 hours. Okay, so we can find Q2 is equal to Q2 upon, or like we can divide it by Q2 is equal to 1404 into 10 to the power 3 divided by 10 hours, 10 into 3600. So this will be converted into our so R to 10 hours to second. Okay, so this will be our in kilowatt. If we divide it by 3600, one more zero, we get is equal to 39 kilowatt. So this is the value of Q2. Okay, so now we can use this value of Q2 to calculate our value of W. So we substitute this value here, we will get value of Q2 is W is equal to COP into W is equal to Q2 upon COP. So Q2 we know, divided by COP is 2.5. So we'll get W is equal to 15.6 kilowatt. Okay, so this is so sorry about this. So this is so we have been asked what is the power to drive the plant if the actual COP is half the. So we have calculated this amount of work done is required, work input is required. Okay, now this is our last question for this session. It is given that a refrigerating machine in heat pump mode has a COP of 4. Okay, so heat pump. Okay, so COP of heat pump is given as 4. It is if it is worked in a refrigeration mode, the power input is 3, evaluate the heat extracted from the food. Okay, so if this same cycle is used in case of refrigeration, so we can say that so we know that COP of heat pump is equal to 1 plus COP of our refrigeration cycle. Okay, so from here we can say that COP of refrigeration is equal to 3. COP of HP is given as 4. Okay, heat pump is given as 4, so COP of refrigeration will be 3, and this COP is defined as desired effect, that is Q2 divided by work done. Now it is told that work input is 3 kilowatt, so we can get Q2 is equal to 9 kilowatt. Okay, now it is asked that heat extracted from the food. Okay, so this is 9 kilowatt. Okay, now this is 9 kilowatt is given by 9 kilojoule per second. Now if you want to calculate it into minute, so we can say 9 into 60 kilojoule per minute. So we get answer is Q2 is equal to 540 kilojoule per minute. Okay, so I hope you understood this all the questions. Okay, so thank you for today's session.